Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi ashabi ajmain amma ba'd. Welcome to Ilmbytes short video Tafsir of Surah Kahf. We are in verse number 18. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Qur'an,
وَإِذِ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ مِرْفَقًا.
Allah Azza wa Jal says that after the youths they said among themselves, and when you have withdrawn from them and that which they worship other than Allah, retreat to the cave. Your Lord will spread out for you His mercy and will prepare for you from afar facility. So, as you can see in this, after they stood up and gave dawah to their people, and their people made things harder for them to practice the true religion of Islam. To safeguard themselves, they fled from their people and they took refuge in the cave they have planned out. They made this sacrifice relying purely on Allah Azza wa Jal with the hope that He will provide them this facility which they need to sustain. So when their people search for them, Allah Azza wa Jal conceal these youth from their eyes so that they can practice their religion. So this ayah is about conversation of youth among themselves. It's not to the people. Shaykh rahimahullah says the cave could either refer to a cave known to them which they had previously visited or sought refuge in, or cave which would protect cave which would properly protect them from their enemies. So yet again, when they took the initiative, they made dua to Allah Azza wa Jal. This act of fleeing is what is known as hijrah. Ibn Kathir says this is what is prescribed in the Sharia during the times of trial and persecution. A person who fears for his religion should flee from his persecutors, as it was reported in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. In Bukhari, Prophet said, a time will soon come to people in which the best wealth of a Muslim, look my brothers and sisters, will be a sheep which he herds on the mountain tops and places where it rains, fleeing from the persecution for the sake of this religion. Meaning that the sheep would be your best and you want to be at remote places just to ensure that you are safeguarding the religion. That's why the isolation and departing from the bad companions is the bad community or a companion is a principle promoted by Islam. We know the well-known story of a man who killed the 99 people like the Prophet said, and it's recorded in Bukhari. Amongst the men was a man from Bani Israel. He murdered 99 people. Then he set out and asked the monk, will I be repented by Allah Azza wa Jalla if I make a tawbah? He says, no. After killing 99, do you expect you will be like forgiven? No. So this man says, okay, let me make it round number, make it 100. So he kills. Then he goes and meets a knowledgeable person, a scholar. He says, yeah, you can be if you are sincere. So leave your time, go to a good town because your community is bad. So how the youth there of their community, he says that leave this place. On his way, he dies. And the angel of mercy comes and the angel of punishment both come and they dispute and they finally conclude, why? Let us measure like whose city he is closer. The city which is good is closer, then we will take him to the paradise. If he is closer to the city which is evil, then we will take him to hellfire. When he was just like inches or span closer to the village, he was going to the good village. Subhanallah. So this person was admitted to paradise. So from this ayah we can see like when we cannot practice our religion, we should leave the place and go to a place where we can freely do our ibadahs and worship. And that's the ayah. Let us see how we can implement this ayah in our life. This is just one simple action advice, but though it is simple, it is tough. From this ayah we can see like if we live among a wrong community or wrong friends, they may drag us to hellfire. Subhanallah. That's why we have to spend our time, my brothers and sisters, assessing, thinking whether we can continue our relationship with so and so, whether this person will take us to paradise or he will be aid in taking us to hellfire. So we have to look at what they are calling you to. Are they calling you to good fear of Allah? Are they calling you to something that is not Islamic? So may Allah Azza wa Jal open our hearts to realize this truth and allow us to have righteous friends who will drag us to paradise. See you in the next ayah. Wahir alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.